Alright guys, so this is the video that I've been wanting to make for y'all. This is going to be on the Tornador Black versus Tornador Classic. Now, I'll go ahead and tell y'all that to me the results were surprising. I'm glad that I had the Classic to compare to the Black side by side so that I could find this out. I think a lot of people don't have the Classic and are just going straight to the Black. I almost did it because it's supposed to be twice as powerful and use less air, have less maintenance. So why would you, get the Classic? Yeah, it's cheaper, but, the Black should be worth it, right? So I'm going to show y'all these two side by side. I've got a light colored format, so it should show what they can do. It's got this format's got stains in it and whatnot. It's probably about this color right here, and I'm going to show y'all about the air consumption, what they use, and you should be able to see how they perform. So I've got super clean diluted 4-to-1 in both of them. I want to give them the same chance as far as that goes, and air pressure and everything. I'm going to have the air pressure set at 90 psi. It's what they recommend, or at least to not go over that. So I want to give it everything it's got, and be fair about this. And I can go ahead and tell you, if they worked both as advertised, or at least if the Black worked as they advertise it, I would be keeping the Black. But it doesn't, and that's what I want to show y'all. I hope that you share this and let people know that the Classic is cheaper, and I don't just go for the cheaper option. I go for the best option. I'm about performance, and so that's what I'm gonna show here. And so let me pause it. I want to go ahead and let y'all know I'm gonna have to have the generator and the compressor both going. It's probably gonna be loud. So I'm not going to try to do much talking. Y'all might want to turn your volume down. And I'm going to put y'all on the stand. We're going to get at it. Alright guys, so we're going to go with the Tornador Black first. I'm going to try to split this down the middle. I am going to use the solution, the super clean diluted 4-to-1. Here we go. swivel, it makes it where you can set it down and the hose can bend right here. It can set flat on the ground. I think it's pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead with the Classic. Alright guys, what I did was pause the video so I could cut the generator and the air compressor off so y'all could hear me. So, and what I was doing with the Classic was I was dunking it in a bucket of clean water just to rinse the head of it out. The Black doesn't pull the stuff into that cone like the Classic does, and see, that's another thing is the Classic, you can see it pulling stuff out. Like when I was using it, I can feel stuff coming off, and you can see it in the cone how dirty it gets, so you want to rinse it out. The Black is like it's not pulling it out as well. But I'll say this, the Black does sound meaner. Sounds like it's going to work better. I like the way the Black sounds, but I can't go based off of just sound. I go off performance. Like I said, if the Black worked as advertised, if it was twice as powerful as the Classic, use less air than the Classic, and then had the you know, not as much maintenance, which I can say, well, I can't speak on it because I haven't owned it long enough. It seems like that part is true. The maintenance part, less wear and tear, you know, in the cone and the inner liquid tube you're not having to replace. But it's not twice as powerful, and it uses quite a bit more air for some reason. The guy that sold it to me, when I called him and talked to him about this, he even, you know, admitted, I was like, man, because this is the second one that I owned. The first one I got, I was hoping it was just a bad apple. I ordered the second one to be sure, because I really wanted the Black to be what it says it is, and second one's the exact same way. And when I called the guy that sold it to me, he was like, yeah, it uses more air. And I was like, well, have you read the advertisement? It's not supposed to. And like I said, my air compressor, it can keep that Classic at 90 psi or above 90 psi non-stop. I can go all day long and it won't fall below 90 psi. The Black, after just a couple minutes, it will fall below 90 psi, and that's with me starting at 150 with a 21 gallon tank, 2.5 horsepower compressor. Trust me, the Black uses more air. I'm not I'm not paid by anyone. Like, I have no benefit to say that the Classic works better than the black. This is just what I found. And now, I did only make one pass on each side, and this format's bad enough. I would usually probably do 2, maybe even 3 passes, and I just didn't want to make the video super long. But I can tell you, this side was the worst of the 2, and to me, it looks better. For some reason, this looks all matted up now, and I don't know. But like I said, to me, the Classic works better. It's like $70 cheaper, and I'm not the only one that has this opinion. I found another guy, well, a few people, but another guy that had the Classic and then got the black and got to compare them side by side, and said pretty much the same thing that I did. And so I just want people to know, to, you know, be informed, because I think a lot of people are just buying the black. It's not that it doesn't work at all, but you know, it uses more air when it's supposed to use less. It's just, mainly to me, it's, you know, I'm having a hard time with, they're saying it uses less air, they're saying it's twice as powerful, and I'm not seeing it. And like I said, that's why I ordered a second one. So it wasn't just the type of deal where, oh, you might have got a bad apple. You know, no, I ordered a second one. It acts the same way, and the guy that sold it to me said, you know, that's just how it is. As far as being twice as powerful, he wanted to disagree with me on that, you know, but he admitted it uses more air, and he said he thought that's just the way it's supposed to be. This is a guy that sells it off Amazon. Can't remember the name, you know, but he sells a lot of them, is what he told me, off of Amazon. I'm pretty sure like he's the only one that you can buy the black from on Amazon. So I don't want this video to be too long. You know, I just wanted to give y'all, show y'all what I've come to find, and that's the reason why I'm going to be sending the second black back and just keeping the Classic. To me, the Classic works better. Like I said, my air compressor can keep up with it, and it just works for me. So, you know, I really wish the black would have been as advertised. It's just not. So y'all take that, you know, with what you will. If you have any questions or concerns, you know, you can text me. My cell phone number is 615-509-7828. Y'all be good. Alright guys, shame on me. I wish I would have showed y'all when I went to dry. Now I wiped them with the microfiber towel, but what I wish I would have shown y'all is when I went to blow dry them. You know, I took the Classic and used just air, no solution, to dry the half that I did with the Classic, and then I took the black, just air, and blew it with the black. And so after I did that, I just wanted to see, because when you're blowing it, you can see it blowing off all that liquid, you know, blowing it into a mist. And after I got done with the Classic, I did the black side first, then the Classic. And when I got done with the Classic side, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to see. And so I went over to the black side, and it just kept, I mean, it got all kinds of stuff out, blew all kinds of liquid out that the black left. And that was really clear, so I wish I would have showed you all that. Also, I'm going to show you all this. If y'all can see that, that was clean water. And that's only from half of that